Flagstaff has a rich history that is often overlooked. One important part of that history is the Murdoch Center on East Brandon Avenue. I recently went to find out more about what the Murdoch Center means to Flagstaff and how it will be used as a hub for the community. Whether it be for Zumba classes, neighborhood meetings, or a quiet place for students to study, the Murdoch Center is now a location for all people to use for their interests. But it hasn't always been that way. The Murdoch Center was one of a series of buildings that made up the old Dunbar Elementary School, which Minister Shirley Sims attended when schools were still segregated.
This building is not the actual building of our school, which was Dunbar School. And it was an all-black school, and it was desegregated in 1954. They found it necessary to raise our building so that Butler could be expanded, and that took away the original building. This picture is actually the larger part. This was Dunbar School.
Even after most of Dunbar was knocked down to make room for Butler Avenue, the Murdoch Center was expected to be destroyed.
When I went back and found some information about it, it was in the plan for the city to refurbish the Dunbar building. I don't know what happened and why that did not happen.
Sims, community members, and some NAU organizations helped save the Murdoch Center more than once by petitioning the city. Sims also says that people who pass what is now the Murdoch Center are curious about the mural painted on the outside of it. The mural was painted by NAU Ethnic Studies professor Dr. Ricardo Guthrie and a team of students that he put together. The Ethnic Studies department works often with Deborah Harris, who is the president of the board of the Southside, and they say that they want to allow the center to be a place where people can speak freely.
Well, what we want to do is get people in the same space and have them talking about race issues. People don't want to talk about race. It's they feel that it's uncomfortable, it's a hard topic, but unless we start talking about it, we're never ever going to get to a place where we can at least come to some understanding. Because I think it's important for people to know about the history of African Americans in Flagstaff. Sometimes when you read other historical documents about Flagstaff, you don't see any mention of people of color, and especially African Americans. And I think that it's critical and it's important. Flagstaff wouldn't exist without those people.
Harris has been the president for the Southside Board for the last 5 years and wants to keep the Murdoch Center as a part of Flagstaff's history.
And so we need to work with the city council, look at their charter, see what we can do to make this a permanent piece of city property so that it doesn't get sold, down the road somewhere. Roots are definitely in the South Side.
The Murdoch Center is renovating inside the building and will expand their mural to include people from other backgrounds. The center is available for rental for many types of events.